Okay, well, maybe just to keep on time, we'll just get things rolling. So yeah, we are, this is our GIF workshop for the Gif Mosaic program that's happening in conjunction with Howie Tsui's exhibition Retainers of Anarchy at the Art Gallery of Greater Victoria. And I put in the chat there that we are recording today just because it is, you know, a number of folks who are interested weren't able to make it today. So we want to share this online so people can get support for making their GIFs and adding to the GIF Mosaic in their own time if they can't make it today. So I just wanted to begin by acknowledging that we're all coming to this visit today from different territories, and that the Art Gallery of Greater Victoria is located on the traditional territories of the ʷəŋən speaking peoples, also known as the Esquimalt and Songhees Nations. And, you know, I think it's been great. Howie's show has been on alongside the show Holding Ground at the gallery this summer, which is an Indigenous-led exhibition. And you know, the work we're doing, we feel a lot of responsibility to the territory that we're living and working on. And so I feel like these two exhibitions this summer were really great examples of how art can show and illustrate kind of resistance to oppressive powers. And I think that's something that it's made for an interesting summer of conversations at the gallery. And so we've been really pleased to have Howie show. And maybe we can show a couple of images, Marina, just so people can see. If you haven't been to see the exhibition, it is really something you need to kind of experience in person and feel. The scale of the works, the sound, the movement is really quite an interesting visceral experience. So this is a animated projection that spans the whole length of the gallery. There's this interactive sculpture that as you get closer to it, it responds with different sounds. You can see on the back there. And then this is kind of what the Gif Mosaic workshop is inspired by, is this source material that Howie compiled a video of that references that have inspired that animation. So Howie, maybe I'll turn it over to you. I just thank you so much for hosting, like for delivering this workshop today. And maybe I'll turn it to you to kind of give folks a bit more of an idea of the show and the workshop.
Yeah, okay. Thanks, Nicole. Thanks for having me, and also, I guess, accepting this public programming proposal to make this GIF workshop, which I thought was maybe a more interactive and collaborative way of, I guess, responding to the work at the gallery right now. And, you know, probably because of the pandemic, like trying to maybe deviate from a straight up artist talk, which probably everyone's maybe all a little bit tired of. So I thought I'd do something a little bit more fun. So this GIF Mosaic project sort of started, as you said, from that reference video that's showing at the gallery right now. And the reference video is mostly a collage of different scenes from various like movies and TV shows that informed this work, because Retainers of Anarchy is just so maximal and dense, and it is in a way a buildup of imagery that I maybe grew up with, and was hoping to kind of reconfigure and compile in this other kind of environment. So I thought a GIF in a way is like a nice little like micro nugget variant of it. And the way formally that work is constructed is actually there's all these hand-drawn animations, but they function as the short little like 7-second, 15-second little animations, and then they just loop. So in a way that they formally do share a lot of similarities to like GIF, the GIF form. And then I guess for me personally, I've been using, I guess, GIFs a lot for fun and just communication with friends and family, because sometimes I find it's easier to have a joke that's like some sort of pop culture reference, opposed to typing something. I also find there's a certain kind of democracy and universality with using images instead of language sometimes, because language is sometimes somehow delineates class or access to education or something like that. That's why I think it probably shows in my work that I don't really usually have text or try to get all poetic. Instead, I just kind of focus on the power of the image. So with this project and how you hopefully there'll be people contributing to it, it's this idea of everyone contributing little nuggets, little snapshots, maybe things, scenes from their childhood of movies or TV shows that are particularly like, feels like they burnt into the synapses or something like that. Sometimes those are like, you know, the end of a punchline, or sometimes it could be something maybe very visceral. Like I remembered when I watched Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, I think I was a kid and I was in a theater. This probably informs my work, but like my parents didn't know, but there's like the scene where like they're doing a ritual and they're like removing someone's heart from their chest. And that image frightened me so much. And I couldn't, it's something I haven't forgotten. So those are the kind of like weird, it's kind of like searching through your synapses and the wires and these little fragments of images through pop culture that have kind of built up this visual language, I guess, that I have. So I think that's what I'm hoping that participants will do. Think about for them personally. I am talking about these formative ages, like when we are, you know, between probably like 9 and 14, it seems like quite a receptive period where memories are kind of sticking, images are really sticking. So I think that's something to think about. So, you know, and I like the idea of this project because it could show all the different, hopefully the demographic is like, there's a range of demographics. So we can see where people's formative years are or not. So yeah, so I guess I'll start off with like how I go about doing this. And it's pretty, you know, low tech. The way I've been doing is on Mac, which is where I normally do it. I just do like use their screenshot function. So I'll play a quick video of a video capture. I think I had to shoot it off my phone in order to do a screen cap, but I'll play that and I'll do a little share screen right now. And I'll try to, I am whispering, I'm a little mumbly on it. I apologize. And I could speak to it again after we show it if people need more clarification.
And also just wanted to know if people want to ask questions, you can put them in the chat or just unmute yourself as we go if you have questions. So yeah, just feel free to jump in if you want clarification on anything.
Yes, we're introduced to an. This is where I want to do the loop. So I will screenshot again. We're framed right. Record selected portion. I'm going to hit record, hit play. Expression, because these two have unusual sexual tastes. And then stop. We also see another kind of transgression. And what we have is this video here. Snippet. Then I will edit that down using this edit button up here. Make a quick little GIF just of this eggy transfer, this yolky transfer. Like here. There we go, like that. And then that's done. Edit. Oh, my thing's on loop. So that is the first step, which is using the screenshot function on Mac OS. And then I actually edited the video there using Mac OS's preview option, which is usually when you just hit the file and then hit spacebar, and then a preview opens up, but because it's a video, it gave me like a trim option. Maybe I can show it again. Yeah, this is that kind of preview window. So I just trimmed it in this, or edited it in this program. And then the next step after you kind of screen capture the kind of the video off your computer screen, the next step is to go to this website called Easy GIF. And then you just have to upload this video, and then it converts it from a video file into a GIF file. So let me show you the video I have for that process. So this is me selecting the file. It was a screen recording. And here's the Easy GIF site. And you can see as the tab, there's this video to GIF tab, which is the one we use in the top left. So you upload it and there it is. I hit play here to just quickly check it. And that's what it is. And then now you hit this convert to GIF button, and then it spits out, this is the GIF version. And then I want to make this kind of loopy inverse thing. So I went to this effects function that they have also on the site, and I chose run to the end and reverse back to the start, and then apply selected. And then you get this kind of back and forth kind of passing move. So that's something you could play with. This Easy GIF site's so cool because it's like, you know, it's free. It's all in the service for people making memes and GIFs. And then there's all these nice little functions in there. There's like coloring options, black and white. You could like control what the loop cycling is like. You can edit it in there as well, but it's a little trickier because you have to actually put the times, like 0.1 second or something like that and all that. So then you just save that GIF to your computer, and then you send it over, email it over to Marina. I guess maybe in the chat you could put the where that gets sent, and then she'll upload it to the site. Great. And then now I guess if I'll just quickly get to the Windows one, so I'm not up, you know, being a favoring any particular operating systems. So I think I figured out how to do it on Windows as well. So let me share that process with you as well.
Does the GIF website have the option to add captions as well? Tony's asking.
It does, but I've never done that before. But I guess that's how all these, you know, I guess I didn't, another point I wanted to add about this workshop is, you know, I probably started figuring out how to make these GIFs because I was using like Giphy or other like GIF apps to kind of communicate with people. But I realized a lot of the things I wanted to share or communicate with, they didn't exist. Like a lot of the pop culture references that are like that people have made aren't the ones that I guess I grew up with or culturally has meaning for me. So in a way, I'm kind of making GIFs to kind of fill a void also that's kind of lacking in the GIFscape. So, you know, in a way, kind of it's democratizing it and then creating, you know, content maybe for people from my generation or my background or the things I watch. So there's that kind of component to it as well. Let's watch the video and then I'll kind of talk us through this Windows thing. Okay. So to do screen recordings on Windows, it does have to be full screen. So I've queued up a clip from YouTube from a Michael Howe movie called Front Page, 1990. I'm gonna go full screen. This is the scene I want. And then before I record, hit play on the YouTube video, I'm gonna start recording the screen. And the function to do that is Windows button, Alt button, and record. You will see a little controller here. It means it's already started to record. Now I'm gonna hit play on the video, record the clip that I want, which is this kind of funny scene. And I'm gonna stop the video here, hit the stop button here.
So that stops. Then I can also stop the YouTube video. And then now if you want to find the video, I hit Windows and G for the game bar, and there it is located right here in the area of recorded content. So you'll also find the file location of it, and then from here you can edit and trim it before uploading it to the Easy GIF transfer site, or you can edit the video directly from the Easy GIF website.
Yeah, I'll add that just so you know, it could get addictive because I think I was doing this for a separate project last year as just like a exercise. And then I started thinking about other scenes. Like, so I went down some sort of rabbit hole where I was like, oh, but that movie, oh, what's the scene I want from, like, want to make a GIF from that. So then I kept on going through this process of like going over things and wanting to fill it out. And not miss anything. And then another thing that occurred was once the GIFs get added to the mosaic, what I started seeing were these like relationships between certain GIFs. And sometimes it's like, it could be formal. It's like, oh, this is a thing that's going in a circle, like actually like or, you know, this palette and that, you know, there's some shared palette sensibilities. Or so it could be formal or it could be thematic. It's like, oh, this is like a bunch of food related things. And this is like a weather related thing. So that's the thing I'm interested in this project also is like when it gets all put together, these like kind of connections, like kind of impromptu connections that'll occur between everyone's contributions and how they connect. And in a way, you know, it kind of is an allegory for like the way our memory works or synapses, the way they kind of can bounce around in your head. You make connections, it's kind of webby. So yeah, I'm hoping formally it conveys that, this kind of collective, collective memory. Yeah.
Yeah, no, I love this idea. I think it'll be really interesting to see, like you said, what's in other people's nostalgia and their memories, what, you know, formed the things that kind of make them who they are, and that can kind of come out through these pop culture clips that we can loop and have fun with. So yeah,
I could age myself and be like, you know, it could be like Care Bears, like something shooting out of their chest, like all those rays coming out of their hearts.
Yeah,
it could be that kid Mikey eating McCain fries. He's the strong silent type. You know, it could be, that's like into commercial territory, which is a whole nother
genre.
Another genre, like old commercials. Yeah, and I think when I was making these, like some of these are made from last year, I was also interested in how Asian people or actors were portrayed in different movies. And this is that I think it's more of like my lived experience where it's like I moved to Canada and then there's like Indiana Jones and then there's like 16 Candles and then there's these like kind of like these kind of roles like the sidekick, kind of orientalized, you know, problematic racial stereotype figures. But then on the other hand, I'm watching, you know, Asian actors from films and TV from Hong Kong, and they're heroes and heroic and tough and all this stuff, where everything from the West is like, you know, exotic and alien and goofy and nerdy and that kind of stuff. So I kind of purposely juxtapose them together to maybe illustrate that, like on a subtextual level.
Yeah, I think I mean, like you were saying, it's great because there are a lot of problematic GIFs out there. And so filling that void or filling, you know, the inventory, I guess, out there of GIFs with ones that are reflective of more perspectives or, you know, speak to different perspectives, I think is an important piece of this program. Yeah.
Okay. Well, thanks so much for having me.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is a great way to kind of expand on the ideas in your exhibition. And yeah, I really encourage folks to come down and see the show if you haven't already. But Thank you, Howie. And Howie will be doing a social media takeover closer to the end of the run of the exhibition. So Retainers of Anarchy will be up until October 24th. So, and yeah, check our social media for more and a recording of the video. Yeah, great. Thanks, Howie.
Thank
Thanks
you,
everyone
guys.
for joining.
Thanks so much, Howie.
Bye.
Bye.